Hi everyone, I have another video today. I actually have a couple I want to get filmed today. These are for Thanksgiving cards. This is my first variation. Just says Happy Thanksgiving with a little like bouquet and then the two flowers, and that's the inside. And I have another one. I think I'm going to go ahead and film that one separately, but I will go ahead and get started with this one. My background, the dots, the brown and the dots, are just from, I think it was a fishing, camping paper pack from either Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and then I just cut it a 1/4 inch shorter than my card base. And I did pre-cut all of my elements and pre-colored and stamped, but I'll go over how I did everything. My background, well, my cardstock for my card is just Stampin' Up's Crumb Cake. I really like that one instead of doing white. Makes it, I don't know, I think more festive and just different. This is going to be my inside layer, outside layer, and then I have a couple vellum elements. These are the floral die cut from Everything is Rosy. That's the die cut that I used and just cut out my vellum. And I really wish the stamp had a die cut for these. These are the wheat looking pieces from Gathered Together, and I just fussy cut them. I colored these using my ink pads and then my aqua painter. For the actual wheat or flour pieces, I'll call it, I colored them with my actual ink pad, the stamp. I just dipped the corner in the ink just to get that part, and then I took my aqua brush and let it be as dry as I could, and dipped it in soft suede, and then just painted over the grass pieces. And you can see where it got wet and got a little splotchy, but it's fine because, you know, you can cover it up as little or as much as you want with my pumpkin and whatever other elements you wanted. I wanted there to be some type of bouquet in the center. I kind of wish I had some more variation in my card with like the colors, but I think it turned out okay. I did change up my sentiment. I really wanted to kind of move this up higher in the card and then just do like a banner across these two pieces. I really even wanted there to be 3 flowers at first. I changed the design of the card a couple times because I couldn't get these elements were too big to fit 3 of them. And I went through, and I think first I had my squares and they wouldn't fit, and then I tried rectangles and they wouldn't fit. So then I went with this design and that wouldn't fit either. So I just went with 2. And we do have to stamp those, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that since I explained how I colored these, because I don't have the Stampin' blends or the Stampin' any Stampin' Up markers. I do have regular alcohol markers, and I tried before the video to see if that would work, and it just stained my stamp really yellow. It did not stamp at all, and it didn't even come off the stamp. And I tried using some StazOn ink cleaner that I had, or not ink cleaner, stamp cleaner that I had, to see if I could get it off, and it wasn't budging, so that didn't work. So we'll go ahead and stamp my flowers. I did use the 2-layer stamps from Painted Harvest, and I used crushed curry and soft suede because I really liked the sunflower look, if you will. I'm just opening my stamp pads. And I guess I'll go ahead and get my chamois out. And I'm doing the solid image first. I don't know if it makes a difference. I'm sure it probably does. To, you know, as far as which one you stamp first. So, you know, I guess it does because your detail needs to be on top. And I'm just trying to center it a little bit. And I should have put my foam down. Whoops. Yep. Gonna have to redo that one. Good thing paper has two sides. I wish, and I think it's the stamp partly too. Whenever I ink this in my ink pad, there's a part of it that doesn't ink up. And I guess it's supposed to be that way. Like up here in the corner, you can kind of see where it's not as solid as the rest of it. And it is always like that. It doesn't matter what kind of ink pad I use or any of that. It just, I'm looking for my foam pad. But anyway, it doesn't stamp solidly. It does get a lot better with this foam thing. I forgot what it's called. Make sure we're still damp there. Yeah, I mean, and you can see here, I don't know if it's just me or if that's the way that it's supposed to be, but my end frame, yeah. You can see how this is a lot lighter. But, I mean, the end result turns out pretty, so I don't worry too much about it. Just cleaning my stamp. And then I need my detailed image. Oops. Sorry, I bumped the camera. And I'm going to try to line these up. Whoopsies. I forgot I was stamping on a little piece. I looked at my big piece and I was like, where did it go? Okay. And then for my center, I have all my stamps out. I did a couple of cards. I'm trying to get some things pre-filmed for when I'm working a bunch during the holiday, so I have some videos, or at least some videos ready to record, and it's hard to create new, and I'm just going to double stamp this. It's hard to create new videos and cards, I'm sorry, and I have all my blocks and stamps filled up with stamps from other projects. And I have a storage issue on my phone. Hopefully I've got it fixed. But I can only, you know, record 1 or 2 videos because I have to have enough room for the edited versions to save before they're uploaded. So, working on YouTube props. Anyway, so there's those elements. I think I said it, I did go ahead and change my sentiment as far as how I want to do it. I really wanted it to be like a banner across here. Yeah, I did say that. I wanted to move that up and be a banner, but I didn't have a banner punch or any banner die cut or any banner anything. And my sentiment is kind of too thick, I feel like, to make my own. Like, I flagged my ends, and I was like, okay, you know, I could fold it back in. I guess you still could if you had a big enough piece, but I don't know. I just left it like this because, you know, it'd be cute kind of sideways on here, or if I do move it up and put it here and just move my little bouquet up. However, we'll try it on my layout. But for this, I stamped my sentiment just on a white piece of paper. And then I took the detailed stamp from the Painted Harvest and did it in crushed curry, and I stamped off once. And then I stamped it behind my sentiment, and then I just took a sponge dauber in my soft suede because it looked kind of plain, and just went around the edges with that. So I'll work on my placement for that. And then my pumpkins, I used the pumpkins from the Gather Together. I'm sure everybody recognizes that by now. And at first I had them like this, and I'll use my original again since it lines up, and I just thought it left me lacking. I don't know. I wasn't too crazy about it. I did it and I left it like that for a while. And then I was working on a project yesterday, another card, and I was watercoloring, and I did it like that, and I was like, I wonder how that'll look, and I stuck that on there, and I think I like that better, is what I'm getting at. So we'll do away with that, and I have that element ready to go. And then on the inside piece of my card, I just stamped, I don't know why I put my ink away, that I'm gonna call it wheat. For I don't know what it looks like, wheat to me. And I'm just gonna stamp that in the lower left hand corner. And I might have, no, I think I used soft suede. I was going to say, I think I might have used crumb cake, but, and you could even, if I pick a sentiment later, like, do that and stamp my sentiment and then stamp that detailed flower over that again. That would be cute. But I'm going to leave it like this for now, because there's a lot of cards, whoops, that I like to just write in, you know, make it and then just, I kind of feel like it's a little bit more personable sometimes, but then there's other times where the pre-stamped is great. You could still write your own little message and then just sign your name and be done with it. And this, I went ahead and laid straight down. I always forget to put this down before I put all my elements on it, which I guess is good in case you mess up, but then when you've got all your stuff on it, I feel like I'm mashing it, trying to put the ATG on it. I guess that's what glue is for. Okay. My flowers are popped up. Just cut a little piece. And let me figure out where I want to place these two. So, and I laid my vellum pieces down. I think I overlapped them. It's been a couple of days actually since I've made this card. And that was the one thing with all these little pieces that without gluing them down, like to move and frustrate me. So maybe I need to move that up further. I don't know. I kind of liked it, you know, off crooked, but then you couldn't read the whole thing. So maybe if I put it on top, I think I just might do that and just pop up the one side. I really like the idea of it going across the bottom, but I think I just don't like the thickness of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. So I'm going to go ahead and start sticking stuff. But other than that, I mean, and the hardest part and the thing that took the longest was fussy cutting those little wheat pieces. That was it. This card was pretty easy and pretty quick to come together. I think I'm talking a lot today. But, you know, I'm not going to push that down yet. I'm going to try to line them up first. But all right. And this one has more room on the bottom. That's why I flipped that. And I guess since I am going to put that sentiment up there, I need to move it down a little bit more. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Next, I used my liquid glue, and I might even just put a little bit of ATG down. And I did like the more layered look. I really like the vellum elements. I did them on another card that I'm going to be filming soon too. I'm just going to put a little bit more. And I just turned this so that it was opposite of the other. And of course let them overlap a little bit. And then I just put my pumpkins on to hide the end. I really do wish they made a die cut for that. This. I'm just trying to adjust a little bit before I stick it down. And the one thing that I did do that I forgot here, and I'll go ahead and try to get it done, is I took some of those mini dimensionals and put those under the tops of my little wheat pieces. Just because I liked the dimension that it gave. Sorry if you can't see. I'm just trying to put them on and peel the backers off. And then I left the tops of these a little flowy. I mean, it'll still lay flat in an envelope or, you know, whatever. If you hand gift it or... I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue. And then I need some more dimensionals. And once we get that sucker on there, we are done. So I did, like I said before, I wanted to do just a couple Thanksgiving cards and play with my stamps I got. And plus I needed to make some anyway to send. Now this is going to be a pain in the butt. There we go. Oh, good. I was worried I put it on upside down for a minute. That would be my luck. And there we go. And I don't know, I think that turned out a little cuter with the sentiment. Although I do like the simpleness of that. The only thing with this card, and you know, you learn as you go, like with the sentiments, just changing things up as I go, is just I kind of wish there was a little bit more like variance in the color. Like I feel like this is maybe a little bit too much with this, so I don't know, maybe it's just me. I still think it looks cute. I'm still going to use them. I'm still going to send them out, but live and learn. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.